Hi, my name is Hilda Cruz, and I am a faith organizer with Interfaith Movement for Human Integrity, an organization dedicated to exposing the root causes of mass incarceration, immigration, and criminalization. We believe that every person is sacred across bars and borders. As an immigrant myself, I have been working on seeking justice for immigrants for over 20 years. I live in the Inland Empire, where due to both its political climate and its proximity to the border with Mexico, has made this region a good place to have the largest immigrant detention facility in the U.S. And it is a constant place where churches, congregations, and pro-immigrant organizations are sought for help when crises are created at the border. As people of faith, our first priority is honoring the humanity and integrity of each and every person. As talks of immigrant influxes and the creation of unaccompanied minor shelters are occurring, we cannot lose sight of our collective power to do good. After all, we have the experience from other border crises like the one in 2014, 2016, 2018, 2019, and 2020, COVID-19 kept the crisis at the border. But the truth is that the crisis is the inhumane treatment of immigrants at the border and how they are once again being used for political gain in the U.S. The movement of people called migration is natural. It has always happened, and most especially when there are forces that people cannot control, such as gang violence, destabilization of governments, war, and natural disasters. With that said, the movement of people will continue to happen, and people will continue to go where there are family members already. What is needed at this time is cultural transformation that evokes justice. We need to bring about a larger vision that is inclusive and caring. As a country, we can rise to this task. We have the resources, the capabilities, and most of all, the will to say yes to welcoming children and families with compassion and dignity. Let us respond lovingly to the needs that are before us with open hearts, and at the same time to transform the systems that continue to exclude groups of people like Black immigrants from Cameroon and the Afro-Latino immigrants who are faced with additional barriers due to deeply rooted anti-Blackness sentiment. Let us remember about the policies like Title 42, which allows border officials to immediately expel immigrant families and adults without any chance to seek asylum or other relief. Many times the children have traveled with extended family members or trusted friends only to arrive at the border where they are separated, and it is at this point that the minor becomes unaccompanied. How quickly we forget the Remain in Mexico policies and that the minor has been living with these adults at the border for the last 13 months. Let us also remember other reasons that exist and that are happening, like policies that criminalize immigrants and also profits from them when the immigrant is detained. In alignment with national partners and allies, I invite you to help me demand our local and federal elected officials the following. First, end the practice of holding children in large-scale influx facilities, including military bases. 2, rescind the Title 42 border closure and fully restore access to asylum at our borders, including at ports of entry, and ensuring unaccompanied children have immediate and consistent access to legal counsel, child advocates, and interpretation services. 3, in situations where children arrive without a parent or legal guardian, establish a process with the Department of Health and Human Services at the border to more quickly identify and vet family or sponsors to whom the children can be released. 4, In cases where a sponsor cannot be quickly identified within 72 hours, prioritize small-scale, non-restrictive settings for unaccompanied children in facilities licensed for child care and run by trusted community-based nonprofits. And let me remind you, as a country, we can rise to this task. We have the resources, the capabilities, and most of all, the will to say yes to welcoming families and the children with their travel companions, but most importantly, with a compassion and dignity that is due to all human beings. Thank you.